In tonight's Big Story Breakdown, we are looking at the school walkouts happening across the state. One of the biggest concerns is student safety.
Fox 25's Grant Palmer joining us live in studio. So Grant, what schools are seeing their students walk out?
Adam and Wendy, Union High School and Putnam City North are just two of the schools that had student hold protests. At Putnam City, some students went off school grounds. This comes as another walkout is planned for a South OKC middle school tomorrow. Another week bringing more students out of their desks and onto the sidewalks across Oklahoma. This is video of students protesting Thursday from Putnam City North. Putnam City Schools put out a statement after the walkout saying in part that they respect students' right to advocate for causes important to them, but that the procedures for conducting peaceful protests were not followed and students left school grounds, which isn't authorized.
No hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear. Immigrants are welcome here, no hate, no fear.
They add police were present to maintain safety and order, something that also happened at Union High School. It's unclear why the man got out of the truck, but he soon drove off as some students held up middle fingers. Meanwhile, over at Thomas Jefferson Middle School, according to a Libs of TikTok post on X, a student walkout is planned at the school for Friday. In the post, an email allegedly sent from the school's principal, Steve Smith, says the school is working closely with students who wish to assemble to ensure their safety, adding an announcement will be made to provide information and guidance to those students wanting to participate. Thursday evening, Oklahoma City Public Schools sent a message to parents saying while they respect student voice, walkouts during the school day are not permitted. The district says safety is their top priority and students must remain in supervised areas and on campus during the instructional day. Leaving campus without permission will result in an excused absence and possible discipline under the Student Code of Conduct. Oklahoma City Public Schools also noted in some cases if students violate the policies, it could affect the students' ability to ride district transportation. The district is asking families to review expectations and safe choices with their students. Reporting in studio, Grant Palmer, Fox 25 News.
Piedmont High School students held a walkout earlier today in protest of ICE and the Trump administration. Students gathered by the school's flagpole, lined up near Northwest Edmond Road with signs, whistles, flags, and speakers. We were there was counter-protesters at this one, but there was some security there to manage students as well.
Students at Putnam City North High School also participated in a walkout today, and you can see in this video students lining up in front of the school this afternoon with signs and posters to voice their concerns about ICE. According to officials, police were nearby to monitor the situation and prioritize campus safety. Norman North High School students among those participating in ICE walkout, ICE out walkouts they're calling them. During the lunch hour, students of all grade levels walked out in protest of ICE. Now, it stayed peaceful throughout the whole time and there was no counter protest. One student says he's proud of the people who came out today.
I'm so happy to see how many people came. I didn't know how many would come and support the protest because I know people are scared and nervous to come out and speak. And it makes me really happy to see how many people came to support it.
We did reach out to Norman North High School about today's event. They sent us an email they sent to parents saying it was not a school-sponsored or district-sanctioned event, and their focus will remain on maintaining a safe environment for all students. More than a dozen Republican state lawmakers calling on our state superintendent to take immediate action in response to those walkouts. This includes Senate Education Committee Chairman Adam Pugh, who is running for state superintendent.
We're learning tonight neither the House Speaker nor the Senate Pro Tem signed on to the letter sent to the superintendent and told Fox 25's Capitol Report Paige Taylor while he can support the gist of it, there were some inaccuracies in it.
No ICE! No
Students continue walking out of their classrooms and onto the streets to protest ICE. The protest prompting some lawmakers to send this letter to State Superintendent Lyndall Fields. In the letter, the lawmakers say these actions disrupt the educational environment and undermine respect for the rule of law. The lawmakers are also raising concerns that facilitating or ignoring these unexcused absences during instructional time may violate Oklahoma's compulsory attendance laws. And any educator promoting or organizing the walkouts may be in breach of professional standards and could have their teaching certificate revoked. House Speaker Kyle Hilbert says he has not seen the letter but responded to the possible involvement of educators.
I think particularly if there are any employees of schools that are involved in these walkouts, that should be investigated and looked into, and see where it goes from there.
Senate Pro Tem Lonnie Paxton says he can support the gist of the letter.
Students should be in school. I mean, if you really want to do a walkout, if you really have something you stand up for, go do it on a Saturday. That really impressed me if you walked out on a Saturday and walked up and down the streets and protested. I'm all for that.
But he says there are some inaccuracies in the letter, specifically with one school who was called out in the letter that has not had a student walk out.
Once again, it kind of goes to everything that we do in this building. Is the senator who sent that letter out is a member of the Freedom Caucus. A lot of the bills that we have to sift through right now are bills that have been submitted by the Freedom Caucus, and that letter is a perfect example of what's a problem with a lot of their bills. We can agree with the gist of those bills, but details matter.
Paige Taylor, Fox 25 News.
We asked the State Department of Education today if they had a comment on the letter sent to Superintendent Fields about the student walkouts. The agency didn't address the letter, but they sent us the same statement they released yesterday about the walkouts, saying they've been in contact with leaders at the districts where walkouts are happening, and each situation being handled with a calm sense of order to ensure student safety to the fullest extent possible. The agency says local school boards can regulate on-campus freedom of expression, and districts can impose discipline or attendance punishments if students violate those policies.
The recent student walkouts statewide have caused a red and blue battle at the state capitol among Republicans and Democrats over rights versus consequences.
Fox 25's Rob Hagan live at the Capitol with more on why Democrats are praising the walkouts. Rob.
Adam, Wendy, more than a dozen Republican lawmakers are opposed to the walkout, citing a plethora of issues, including student safety. But one Democratic leader says the Republicans are cherry-picking issues to undermine the students' right to be heard.
Their voice is loud and clear in Edmond. In Oklahoma City. And in Tulsa. Now, Democratic leaders in Oklahoma are sharing their voice praising student walkouts outside school walls that have polarized the aisles in the state capitol.
When you see kids in El Reno, kids in Mustang, kids in Oklahoma City, kids in Tulsa, kids in rural areas speaking about the same thing, we should be listening.
We all have our First Amendment right, and these students are practicing that.
Republican lawmakers say the walkouts, quote, disrupt the educational environment, undermine respect for the rule of law, and compromise student safety. But Senate Democratic leader Julia Kurt says Republicans are cherry-picking issues. Kurt issued a statement Thursday saying, quote, as elected officials and leaders of this state, we should not blame students and start investigations into our teachers. We should applaud young people for exercising their rights as Americans and start real problem solving.
Absolutely, they're going to face consequences. They will, because they've left class. But that's part of protest that they've chosen to do, is take that risk to speak for something they think is really important. So that's why I finally had to speak out, because undermining student voice is really disappointing to me.
Democratic Minority Leader Cindy Munson says school districts and parents can address students that broke the rules, but they still have the right to be heard.
You can protest when you are unhappy with your government, and I think what students are showing us is some courage and bravery around humanity.
Now there's word of even more student walkouts taking place tomorrow across the metro, and every school district has issued statements saying they prioritize student safety first. Live at the state capitol, Rob Hagan, Fox 25 News.
Thank you, Rob. And that was your big story breakdown tonight. You can stay up to date about the student protests happening across the metro on OKCFox.com.
Plus, head over to our YouTube page. You can watch all of our previous big story breakdowns. Just scan the QR code on your screen or search OKC Fox.